is a really beautiful time of year for us where the community gathers together and we get to make a fuss over the people who have done such extraordinary work this year and some of you for many, many years.
I never really wanted to be anything but a downtown actress. And I still want to be a downtown actress. My desires never change.
Taking money from the poor and the middle class and giving it to the rich, creating the greatest income disparity in history. Asset bubbles, baby. Asset bubbles. For the hedge fund daddies. You know, fracking away at your land and hacking away at your spirit. The rich boys done snatched your dinner right out from under your nose and run with it, selling you toxic chemicals and calling it food, earning greater profits than anybody has ever seen while they watch their employees drown in debt and disease.
As you so eloquently said about the many layers of love, as one of the characters in the play puts it, and about how art can change our lives, especially in times of intolerance and oppression. Indecent is also very much a play about a playwright's relationship with their work and with audiences over time, about what it means for a work of art to be appreciated in its time or to be misunderstood. And so this award is especially meaningful in its appreciation of Indecent in our time, for our time. So thank you.
The entire country, just in the last couple of days, seems to have woken up to how dangerous off-Broadway is, you know?
I feel very dangerous and legendary. I could say lots about my guys over here because they're all wonderful and they put up with me and they voted me the person who has the cleanest bathrooms in the city.
This means the world to us. We're just getting started here. We're just finishing our first year. So to be awarded this really, it means, right? It means the world to us, you know? We're the Ragtag Theater Company, and we are a Commedia dell'arte troupe that does LGBTQ theater for families. We're dangerous!
The timing of Jim's death was tragic. His life was the opposite. It was blessed. He made a home. He made two, both off Broadway. One at a theater and one in our apartment. And these two homes collided, producing an off-Broadway theater family. Jim's life mattered in the deepest way. He made a community, and he joined a community where he was beloved.
The first thing I want to say is that we're so honored on behalf of the Irish Repertory Theatre to share this podium today with somebody that was associated with James Houghton. We revered that man so much at the Irish Rep. He was an inspired man off Broadway, and we mourn his passing and we celebrate him today. Who dare wake the emperor? It certainly wasn't just Ciarán O'Reilly. It was this absolutely extraordinary company led by Mr. Barry McNabb down there,
Nothing thrills me more than finishing a play and handing it to actors to perform while I can still remember why I wrote the thing. I think that the artist is born in the suffering child, but plays can take us anywhere. Plays take us to places of great privilege. When I move from living legend to long gone legend, it should be noted that I lived the life of my dreams. Thank you very much.
These days, we throw the term genius around with abandon, but I feel confident in its utilization here. This work and the genius of the authors Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler, we are blessed and blown away by their genius 8 times a week on Barrow Street. And I present to you the genius of the Tooting Arts Club, led by the indomitable Rachel Edwards in London, whose utterly impractical and glorious idea it was to stage this musical in an actual working pie shop.
My great thanks to the Off-Broadway Alliance for this award. Paula says, I don't feel like a legend. I know that I've worked with legends. Thanks to Circle Rep and Vineyard Theater, my homes, to all the actors and artists who worked on my plays on a shoestring and made them feel like greater rooms. So on her behalf, on behalf of all of us at the Vineyard for this award, thank you so, so much.
I'm very happy to be associated with Off-Broadway because it really is where real theater happens. It's blood and guts and sweat, and whether it's laughter or tears, it's human. Mr. Horovitz, when I was a boy, I also went to a show in Boston trying out, but it was not Raising the Sun, it was Follies. That's why you're here and I'm here.
Alliance created these awards to celebrate and promote that thing about Off-Broadway, that quirky, daring, rule-breaking expansion of boundaries of what theater is and could be. And our honoree for Best Musical is the embodiment of all of that.
It's a story of hope and a story of overcoming and really succeeding and achieving the absolute impossible. And I think the lesson is that all of us can do that. And I think in this time we all agree, in any time really, but in this time I'll choose. It's a really important lesson for us all.
First of all, I'm so thrilled. Hi, Estelle. I'm so thrilled because our investors gave us a standing ovation. So it wasn't a terrible mistake. I don't know if, I'm sure all you creatives and producers can relate to this. We were in the third week of our preview process, and there's always a point in that process where I look at the stage and I look at the show and I think, oh my God, is this all a terrible mistake? And suddenly, right before we opened, we get this, we find out we were nominated for Best Musical from the Off-Broadway Alliance. That gave us such a shot of oxygen, I can't even tell you. So thank you to Matthew and all investors and all of you out there who make Off-Broadway what it is. Thank you so much.